From soul-sucking masks to the construction of elaborate Japanese structures using human bodies, I bring you 8 scary Japanese urban legends. Number 8. No Mask. The legend of No Mask may be the scariest of all Japanese urban legends. These masks are expensive face ornaments used in opera performances and are purchased by the rich for safety. Likewise, these creepy masks are two-sided, with one half of the face crying while the other is smiling. It's rumored that these masks have the power to absorb any negative aura or energy from the wearer. No Mask then continues to feed and control the negative energies until the wearer of the mask begins to rot. What's even more disturbing is that No Mask is said to leave the body once the owner is dead and stitches the old body to a living one. Number 7. Curse of the Red Room. The Curse of the Red Room is another creepy Japanese tale of horror. It details how a pop-up message suddenly appears on your computer. Clicking on it takes you to a questionnaire, and at the end of it you'll see your name or the names of your friends on a list. The tale goes that by the next day you'll be dead and have blood covering the walls of your room, saying either murder or suicide. This legend came to be popular following the Sasebo slashing, where a young girl killed her best friend. The girl had the Red Room video in her computer's browser history. Number 6. Honeona. Honeona is a beautiful woman who dressed in a traditional kimono. Her intense beauty is actually a very well-crafted disguise. She's been said to lure lonely men in alleyways and the like, where she convinces them to undress her, only to reveal her true form. The fact is that Honeona has no skin, just bones. The lady then embraces the man and sucks out his soul. She is often compared to the Western legend of the succubus, who very much does the same thing. Number 5. Hanako-san. Hanako is the ghost of a girl who haunts the girls' bathroom inside all the schools in Japan. In particular, Hanako is said to haunt any third-floor bathroom. What's even more disturbing is that it's said she will respond to anyone who knocks 3 times on the bathroom door and asks about her presence. There have been multiple reports of Hanako, the ghost girl, dragging the female students of the school inside the bathroom with her. The reason behind why Hanako exists in the first place and is haunting innocent girls is left up to speculation. Number 4. Teke Teke. This particular legend makes me cringe a little inside. It's the story of Teke Teke, and it tells how a young school-aged boy was walking home during the middle of the night when he came across an attractive girl about the same age. She was resting her elbows on the windowsill and was gazing out ahead, looking bored. The two caught each other's eyes, and they both smiled nervously at each other. The boy questioned what the girl was doing looking at the window of an all-boys school. Suddenly, the girl jumped down from the window onto the street next to the boy. The boy was frightened to see that half the girl's body was missing. The boy was paralyzed with fear, and before he could run away, the girl sliced him in half, just the way she was. Scary, right? Number 3. Cowhead. The legend of Cowhead is associated with some horrifying events that occurred during the 17th century, but the mystery of how it was originally started remains. It's said the story itself is so traumatizing that it makes the storyteller and everyone around them completely insane. The most popular of all the Cowhead retellings involves a Japanese teacher who started to talk about some scary stories while on a bus ride with his students. However, once he started narrating the cow story, he went into some sort of trance-like state. The children all pleaded with the man to stop, to no avail. By the end of the story, the teacher fainted and all the children started foaming at the mouth. And the poor bus driver was so frightened that he began to sweat profusely and shake uncontrollably. It's said that whoever hears the story will eventually begin to go insane and take their own lives from the horror and the images that will not go away by this story. Whatever the Cowhead story really is, it must be really intense. Number 2. Death Taxi. There's an American legend similar to this one. The Japanese legend of the disappearing traveler details how a taxi was hailed by a person during the middle of the night. This person always sits in the backseat and requests that the cabbie drives to an unheard of destination. This ultimately makes the cab lead into dark alleys or dangerous areas. The driver will eventually become so enraged at the bogus directions, and when they turn their heads to question the passenger, they're shocked to realize that he's gone. Distracted, the driver does not even notice the cliff ahead of him and plummets to his death. Number 1. Human pillars. There's a legend saying that the ancient Japanese culture believed that they could appease the gods by sealing people in their constructions. Moreover, they thought that the bones would make for a superior support. One of the most famous buildings constructed like this is Matsue Castle. In addition, the Johnson Tunnel once suffered an earthquake in 1968. Construction workers found skeletons within the foundation of the walls and believed the entire area to be haunted by the ghosts of those people. Whether or not that's true is debatable, but the fact that there were real skeletons embedded in the wall makes this urban legend totally creepy.